We have Jesse Rowe and TJ Hurley, both trainers at Cranmore. So welcome to you both. Glad to have you here. Guys are motivational for me. I see you guys working out there all the time, and you both have experienced quite a transformation in the last few years. You want to tackle it first? What sort of was the huge impetus for you?
Well, you know, fitness has always been interesting to me, but I've never really dedicated myself to doing it. My son was diagnosed with cancer, and he survived that. He beat it up and inspired me to...
He's an amazing little kid.
Absolutely. He has more strength than anybody I know, and he gave me the strength to say, listen, I am going to be healthy for him and for everybody else around me, not just for me, because I need to be able to help those around me. So I just kicked it into high gear and said, this is what I'm going to do. Fell in love with it, said I want to help other people do it. So here I am.
Now, what has been the biggest tool for you as far as getting back into shape? What has been sort of like your go-to exercise?
Body weight training. TRX was absolutely a great modality for where I am now. It just takes your body, uses it as the machine. In certain angles with the TRX, increases intensity or decreases intensity. It helps with getting connected neuromuscularly. You get a better understanding of balance, core tightness.
It's kind of like a functionally fit type of thing. And for people that don't know about TRX, well, we've talked about it quite a bit on the show already, but you use a strap, right,
Yes.
that's anchored to the wall, and a lot of it's your own body weight, your own angles that you can pick according to what you think you can do at that time.
Absolutely. They're static straps. It was invented by a Navy SEAL. He was in a tight space. They needed to be at the top of their game, as you know. So he came up with this with, I believe, some parachute rope and maybe a martial arts belt, and said, this is what we're going to do, and it's exploded. It's beautiful. You adjust the straps, squats, push-ups, flexibility training, core all the time, because you have to stabilize your spine.
Right.
And people understand that and learn how important core is.
And do you mix it up, like what's the components of cardio to TRX to weight? Like what sort of is your workout schedule?
We can, it can always change. We can add upper body, lower body, lower body, then push in some cardio, get the heart rate up, bring it back down, go back onto it, upper body, lower body, core. We just mix it around. We try to change it up to keep people interested. We don't want to come in and do the same thing over and over again.
Well, it's a small class too, right? So you can kind of tailor it to each person's, if they have an injury, you can kind of work around that, you can kind of work around their goals.
Absolutely.
Because I know I have to get faster. I did not get the fast twitch muscles, so I have to work on that. Can TRX help me with that too?
Absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is it going to kill me though?
Yeah. It will not kill you. It will make you stronger. That's right.
Whatever it doesn't, right?
Yes, it is good for everything. It really is.
All right, good. So TRX, you got the weights going. Now, Jesse, what's your story?
Well, started out into fitness my whole life, but then kind of lost my path. I went to Plymouth State University, got my bachelor's degree of science in phys ed, minor in health, and then hit the job market, and that was a stall. So. Life got a little bit slow, and sat behind a desk. You know, desk jockey is not one of the positions I wanted to train for ever. So yeah, I basically got out from behind the desk, got over to Cranmore, and life just changed.
What was the light bulb moment for you?
You know, I think it was being around people who are passionate. I mean, this guy right here,
he's on fire.
He's on fire. I mean, we've got passionate people all around us, and what I found every day when I'm in the club or at Cranmore, there's definitely that sense when you walk in, regardless of shape, size, you know, everybody works out, and that energy just you feed right off it, and you know, that's what I love. That's why I got into it. Yeah, I went from, you know, being overweight for my age to dropping a bunch of weight, and then getting back into events, endurance events.
What kind of? So you say endurance events?
Yeah,
it's like runner, Spartan race type
we've
stuff?
done some fun stuff. I've done some marathons, done some half marathons, different things, and then last year did the Tough Mountain Challenge over at Sunday River. And then talked to this guy, and TJ actually did Warrior Dash last year.
I remember seeing the pictures.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, I bet it was.
So we ended up collaborating and talking about that, and said, hey, you know what we need? And we came up with a program that we're starting out Wednesday nights at 5:30, and TJ's going to actually tell you all about it, and I'm just going to sit here and kind of listen in awe and watch this passion just rub off on everybody. Okay.
Well, just talking before when we got on, and my husband's part of the Kennett team that's going to be doing this next challenge, and I believe it's outside of Boston or so. They've moved it.
Yeah, they moved it to Gunstock.
And they moved the date too.
Yeah.
And they moved the whole thing to Gunstock.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really exciting. Looked it up last night.
Oh,
so,
good.
Yeah,
good.
It's
so
exciting.
He has yet to lift a finger though. Sorry, Jason. Sorry, but this is a thing for him.
Absolutely.
Wednesday nights.
Jason,
tell me about this training.
Yes, Wednesday night starting March 27th, 5:30. It's going to be $45 for 5 weeks. We're going to run 5-week periods. We're going to have an off week, and then we're going to run another 5 weeks. You know, and it's geared up. It's about 15 weeks of training to come up with, which is what the Tough Mountain is coming up soon.
That'll get you to Tough Mountain.
Tough Mountain, yes.
Tough Mudder, which Jason's going to be jumping into, he's got a little bit shorter time period, so he's got to get into the gym with us and get going.
Absolutely.
ASAP.
This training is designed, we're going to have a lot of exercises that are designed to assist you with what comes from Tough Mudder, Tough Mountain, Warrior Dash. A lot of interval training. There's a lot of hills. There's a lot of obstacles. So
making me sweat just thinking about it.
It's a beautiful thing. It really is. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have music. We're going to have relay races. We're going to have team experiences, which is a good thing. We're going to have surprises. You know, you'll pick up a card and say, oh, I have to go do that next. It's going to be a good time. And I encourage you, come. March 27th, 5:30, 5 weeks, $45. Get in here and do it.
Now, if they don't have one of those races as a goal, can they just still come in and do it? Say, I want to be that functionally fit, be able to jump down, and if you have kids, chase the kids up the hill, chase the kids down the hill, because so many people, I think, get used to being in pain and they get used to being out of shape. Their knees hurt, stuff like that. This is one of those programs that kind of kickstarts you to a whole new life.
This is functional training at its best, and functional training is the way to go. You know, the equipment and the machines, they have their purpose.
Sure.
Functional training is your whole body working together. It's, like I said before, it's core. It is, if you have children, you know what it's like. Your core is engaged every time you pick that child up and place them in the car. Groceries, shoveling, everything. This is going to help you with everything, and you're going to find out, wow, I'm feeling good. This is so much easier than it was before. I don't want to sit around so much. I want to get up and I want to move. Get in here.
It is self-rewarding. Once you get on that right path, you're kind of like, okay, I feel better. This is good. And then it's a snowball effect.
Absolutely.
Well, good. So now what would you say to encourage people to pick a goal? They say they just want to get fit. That's one goal. But now what would you say these races have brought to a lot of people as far as the focus?
It lets them know that they can achieve something. They can say, I would like to give this a shot, and they can follow through with it. And at the end say, yeah, I did that. And that moment right there is going to give them the energy to do another thing. To say, yeah, I did that, I'm going to do this. You know, and you always just build on top of yourself.
Now, Jesse, is that what happened to you too with the races?
Yeah,
do you have other races planned?
You know, the way they set these things up, you start out in this, it's like a party at the starting line. Everybody's dressed up. You know, last year we went as a team and everybody had an outfit. We dressed up, and then you get out and they make it, you know, rock and start. They've got music playing. They're saying, okay, let's go. All right, next heat. And they just send you in waves. And so they send our wave. And then what happens is, I think there's 11 or 12 obstacles. In Tough Mudder, there's probably, I think, 25 or 35, and it's an 11. Yours is the one that Jason's doing. Sorry, that event is well. If you're going to watch, you're going to have fun. It's
daddy of obstacle.
That one's 10 miles, 10 to 11 miles, and I think there's 25 or 35 obstacles.
Yeah.
Over at Tough Mountain, it was 11 obstacles and 3.1 miles.
Great.
But the beauty of it is you get these little obstacles and you get through them, and your whole team gets through it. You look back and you go, that wasn't that bad, so bring on the next one.
Oh, good.
And you do a little bit of running to get to the next one. And then it's just, you just keep working. And then, I mean, every single person on our team last year said, boy, that was kind of short. Can we do it again? Or when's the next one we can find? I mean, we were the whole car ride back to Cranmore. It was, well, where do you think the next one is? Where do you think the next one is?
So you guys are going to get them in shape. Now, do you talk strategy at all, like about the elements, or would you be able to give advice since you have done some of these races if people were to ask you?
I think what we're going to focus on is similar to, you know, no one left behind. You know, your team is, if you're signing up even individually, but you're going with a group of people, or you're out there on the course and there's other folks that are struggling, you know, it's not a race. Some people are going to take it as a race and try to win the thing. To me, winning the event is getting through the event and making sure everybody has that same good time, and there's a sense of camaraderie out there.
I want to be on your team.
Yeah.
Pull me up the wall.
Well, exactly. There's a sense of camaraderie out there, and you know, you look around, and maybe in the beginning you're like, oh, our costumes are better than their costume, and you get competitive. But then when you get out there, you want to make sure everybody gets through it. And
do you find that it's hard not to blow it all out in the first like 5 minutes? Your adrenaline's pumping.
That's why our class is going to be great, because we're going to teach that. That is one of the strategies we're going to talk about. And the name of the class, I don't know if we hit on that yet.
I don't think we did, actually.
It's G.R.I.T training, and it stands for Getting Ready for Intense Terrain.
All right.
And we're going to get people ready, but we're also going to have a ton of fun.
Oh, good. Yeah. Okay, so that's Wednesday nights. Again, they can find more information on the website.
Yes.
And if the that sort of training is not your thing, they have a ton of other classes, including yoga. They have step aerobics, which I just did the other day. The TRX, as we mentioned, they have power core cardio, a full list. I mean, I have a full week of classes here that if you can't hit one, you can wait an hour and hit the next.
We'll keep you busy.
Yes.
That's right. So again, the website, I think Hans had up, and can they call to get? They need to register for this class probably ASAP.
Yeah, it's it starts the 27th, and we are not turning away people.
Okay, so it's this is going to be
this is going to be a hopefully a large class, but it's going to prepare you regardless of whether you think, oh, I don't want to get with a group of people. It's the best way to do it.
Okay.
Get in with a group. Nobody has done this class before. It's the first time we're going through it.
Indoors, outdoors combination?
Both.
Okay, good.
We're going to start indoors, and then we'll start to get outdoors. Maybe the first 5 weeks, depending on how it cooperates out there. I mean, if it's like today, they're going outside.
Wait to get out there. I think we're over now, so I'm like, waiting for the time to get back out in the sun. Wonderful. Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. Good luck with all your challenges this year. And folks, you can join in on the fun. Go over to Cranmore Fitness. It's located right next to the Base Lodge at Cranmore Mountain. You just take that right, and there's parking right there, right in front of the club. And it's sort of a different setup of the last couple years, that you go up and then down the stairs to the right through the doors, and the front desk is right there. So once you go in, you go up and down and over. Start the workout right away.
That's right. That's it.
Get it going.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thank you again.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to